everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to add WooCommerce buyers as Flodesk subscribers in segment multi-products. So I am an owner of a skincare brand and I manage my online store with the help of WooCommerce, and I use Flodesk as my email marketing tool. In my Flodesk account, I have created multiple segments. These are the categories that I have of the number of products that I have in my business. And as soon as a customer purchases, according to the purchase, they are added into the specific segment that I've created. Now doing this manually is a very time consuming and a hectic task as I receive multiple orders every single day. So in order to automate this entire process, I have built a connection between WooCommerce and Flodesk with the help of Pabbly Connect without need of any coding and programming skills. Now whenever by the customer a new order is going to be created in my WooCommerce account, automatically first that customer is going to be created as a subscriber in my Flodesk account, and then the subscriber is going to be added to the particular segment according to the purchase that they have done. So now if you want to learn the entire process of how you can create this amazing automation between WooCommerce and Flodesk with the help of Pabbly Connect, for that let me take you to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to add WooCommerce buyers as Flodesk subscribers in segments multi-product. So as an owner of a skincare brand business, I focus on delivering personalized experience to my customers based on the exact product that they purchase. I use WooCommerce to handle all my online orders and product listing. I use Flodesk to run targeted and visually engaging email campaigns. To keep my communication relevant, I have set up different segments in my Flodesk account for each of the products that I've created in my business. With this automation, whenever a customer places an order on WooCommerce, automatically they're going to be added to the corresponding segment in Flodesk based on the product that they have purchased. This allows me to send follow-up emails, skincare guides, and exclusive offer tailored to each product, building a trust and increasing the chance of repeat purchases. And I'm going to create this amazing automation of adding my purchaser, the customers in Flodesk as subscribers in different segments with the help of Pabbly Connect. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this automation works in real time. So this is one of the product that I have in my business, that is Deep Moist Hydrating Cream. So this is the product that I've created right over here, and I'm going to do the purchase of this product. This is the link. I'm going to open this link in a new tab right over here. So this is the product, that is Deep Moist Hydrating Cream. Now I'm going to purchase this. For that, I'm going to add this to my cart right over here. After adding it to the cart over here, I'm going to proceed to checkout. And as I've done that, it is asking for my details. For the first name over here, let's suppose I'm going to write it as test. For the last name over here, let's suppose I'm going to write it as dummy. I don't have a company, so I'm going to select it as none. Country is India. For the address, I'm going to write over here as 123 Old Street. City is Bhopal. State is Madhya Pradesh. For the pin code, I'm going to write in a dummy pin code. For the phone number over here, I'm going to write in a dummy mobile number right over here. Then it is asking for the email address, for which I'm going to write it as testdummy02@pabblytudes.com. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to place the order from here, and the order is on cash on delivery. As I've done that over here, it says thank you for shopping with us. As now the test order has been placed successfully on my WooCommerce store, I'm going to open my Flodesk account right over here and refresh this segments page from here. And you can see right away, as I've refreshed the page, in this segment, that is Hydrating Cream Buyers, a new subscriber has been successfully added. If I'm going to open the subscriber, this is the email address you can see right over here. A new subscriber has been successfully added over here, okay? So this is how this amazing automation is going to work in real time. And we're going to create this amazing automation between WooCommerce and Flodesk with the help of Pabbly Connect. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. After browsing the website, Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear in front of you, on which you have two options: sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I am an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the applications that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to use Pabbly Connect. For that, we have to click on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. And now to create a new automation in our Pabbly Connect account, we have to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button. Firstly, it is asking for the workflow name, which is going to be add WooCommerce buyers as Flodesk subscribers in segments. Okay, I'm going to name this workflow. For the folder, these are the folders from which I'm going to select the workflows folder and click on this create button right over here. And then a new workflow is going to be created. And you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first, in which my trigger application, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select it as WooCommerce. I'm selecting my trigger application as WooCommerce because as soon as by the customer a new order is going to be placed on my WooCommerce store, I want the trigger over here should capture the response of the new order details. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected it as WooCommerce and the trigger event over here is going to be new order created. Then you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. Now using the unique webhook URL and by following the steps given here below in the help desk, we are going to build a connection between WooCommerce and Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here and then log into my WooCommerce account on a new tab. So this is my WooCommerce account, and now to connect this account to Pabbly Connect, from the left side go to WooCommerce and under WooCommerce go to the settings option right over here. After coming to the settings option from this panel, we have to go to this advanced section right over here. After coming to advanced section, over here you can see it says page setup and over here you can see it says webhooks. We are going to click on it. After coming to the webhooks page of our WooCommerce account, we have to add a new webhook. For that, click on this add webhook button right here. As I'm going to click on this add webhook button, firstly it is asking for the name of the webhook. For the name over here, I'm going to write it as order created. Okay, for the status, I'm going to activate the webhook. Topic, for the topic, we have to select over here the topic that is order created. So for the topic over here in the drop down, we have this order created. I'm going to select it. For the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. You can enter the secret key according to your requirement. It is asking for the API version. Select the latest one. Let me tell you why we have selected the topic as order created right here, because we want to capture the response in our trigger of the order being created. That is why we have selected the topic as order created. Okay, and then I'm going to click on the save button to save this webhook that I have added. And as I've done that, you can see it says webhook updated successfully. As now a new webhook URL has been added in my WooCommerce account, I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. You can see in the response we have received a webhook ID. So if you also receive a webhook ID in the response after adding the webhook URL, this means that we have successfully added the webhook URL in our WooCommerce account. Okay. Now over here in place of the webhook response, I want to capture the response of the new order created. For that, I'm going to again recapture the response right over here to capture the response of the new order. Okay, it says waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether WooCommerce is successfully connected to Pabbly Connect or not, and we receive the response of the new order been created in our trigger or not, what we are going to do is we are now going to generate a new order. We are going to create a new order in our WooCommerce account, and after that, I'm going to check whether automatically Pabbly over here captures the response of the new order created in our WooCommerce account. Okay, so over here these are the two products that I've created for this video for my business. So as I'm an owner of a skincare brand, these are the two products that I've created for my business, that is Radiant Vitamin C Serum and the Deep Moist Hydrating Serum. Okay, over here, I'm going to purchase one of each products right here. I'm going to purchase one hydrating cream right over here, and I'm going to purchase one vitamin C serum right over here. Okay, as we are creating subscribers in our Flodesk account according to the segments for multiple products, so we are going to purchase multiple products right over here. In this manner, you can have 15 or 20 or 25 or n number of products for your business. So if a customer purchases more than one product, how that customer can be added added to multiple segments that we have created in our Flodesk account. Okay, so that is why I've created the two products right over here, and we are going to purchase each of the unit of these products right here. Okay, let me first purchase the deep moist hydrating cream right over here. So this is the deep moist hydrating cream URL right over here. I'm going to open this URL in a new tab and let me add this to my cart. Okay, after adding this cream to my cart, I'm going to continue shopping and I will purchase another skincare product that this business has, that is Radiant Vitamin C Serum right over here. Okay, so this is the serum. I'm going to add this serum as well in the cart right here. So you can see I've added the moisturizing cream and the serum over here in my cart. Now I want to purchase only these two products. I'm going to proceed to checkout from here after adding both of the products. Okay, you can see both of these products have been added and this is the total right over here. Now I'm going to fill in all the details right here. So you can see I've added the details. First name is new, last name customer, there is no company, country as India, address as 022 Old Town, this is the city that is Indore, state is Madhya Pradesh, this is the pin code, phone number, email address as new customer 44@pabblytudes.com. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to place the order and the method is cash on delivery. Okay, so I'm going to place the order from here. And as I've placed the order, you can see where it says, thank you for shopping with us. As now the order is successfully created for both of the product, that is the hydrating cream and the serum right over here. You can see this is the entire order right here. I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down. I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds and you can see right over here we have received a response. Status is processing. The total was 2900. If I'm going to further scroll down, you can see these are the number of items that we have purchased, that is deep moist hydrating cream and the Radiant Vitamin C Serum. You can see right over here these are the two products that I've purchased right here. If I'm going to further scroll down, the address over here, the name is new customer, country is IN, that is India, company is none, city is Indore, address is 022 Old Town. You can see right over here, state is Madhya Pradesh, this is the dummy pin code. You can see right over here, the method is cash on delivery and this is the order key with all the other details. Okay, so as in the response of the new order been created is been captured over here in my trigger, that means WooCommerce is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is now been done. Now whenever a new order is going to be placed by any of our customers on our WooCommerce account for as many products as they can purchase, automatically the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Now as we have the new order been created in our WooCommerce and we have the response of our customer, what we have to do is, in order to add a subscriber in a segment, first we have to create a subscriber in our Flodesk account. Okay, we have to add that customer as subscriber over here in our Flodesk account, and after adding that subscriber over here in our Flodesk account, we can add that existing subscriber in the created segments right here. Okay, for that let us do one thing. For the action over here, I'm going to set up the action step, in which from action application I'm going to select over here as Flodesk right here. And my action event over here is going to be create update subscriber, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, then click on this connect with Flodesk button right over here. Then this window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the permission of our Flodesk account, for which I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right over here. And as I've done that, you can see I have successfully authorized Flodesk to Pabbly Connect. Firstly, it is asking for the field, okay, as we're going to create a new subscriber, which field is going to identify the subscriber. For the field over here, you can either select the subscriber ID, but I'm going to select the field over here as email for me. Then according to the field that you have created, you have to add the value right here. If you have selected subscriber ID right over here, you have to add the subscriber ID right here. I have selected it as email, so over here we have to enter the email of our subscriber that we are creating. So now for the data of this field, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field, the previous step, that is WooCommerce new order created, is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that was captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you. It is asking for the email address right over here, and I want to create create this customer over here who have done the purchase as subscriber in our Flodesk account. So for the data of this email address field, I'm going to select the data of the email address of my customer from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, this data has now been mapped. And as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Similarly, for the first name over here, I'm going to map the data of the first name of my customer right here. For the last name, I'm going to map the data of the last name of my customer right over here, okay? Then it is asking send opt-in confirmation email to a subscriber. Yes, I want to send the confirmation email. So I'm going to select over here as yes. Then it is asking for the opt-in IP, opt-in timestamp, which I do not have. So I'm going to skip the part. It is asking for the mobile number. So for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data of the mobile number of my customer right over here. So this is the mobile number that I'm going to add. So this is the mobile number. I'm going to add it right here. It is asking for the company. We have the response of the company over here. I'm going to map the data. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, I have received a response. As I've received the ID, this is a positive response. So if I'm going to open my Flodesk account right over here and open the all subscribers page right here, you can see a new subscriber has been added. And this is the new subscriber, that is new customer 44@pabblytudes.com. This was the person who have done the purchase. You can see right over here, okay? So as now the subscriber has been successfully added over here in my Flodesk account. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add the subscriber in both of these segments. Why? Because this subscriber has purchased our serum. Over here you can see it has purchased our serum with the hydrating cream. So I'm going to add the subscriber according to the products that this customer has purchased. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply set up my action step. Now over here, I want to add the subscribers according to the products that they have purchased in the corresponding segments. Okay. So let's suppose if a customer has just purchased the cream that I have, then this customer should only be added in the segment that is this cream right here. But if the customer has purchased the serum, they will add it in the serum section. And if the customer has purchased both our serum and the cream, so they will be added in both of these sections right here. This customer, the test order that we have created, have purchased our cream as well as the serum right over here. So as now this customer has purchased both of these products, we are going to add this customer in both of these segments in our Flodesk account. Okay. Firstly, we have to set up our action step. And now as we have conditions to add in this flow right over here, we are going to select our action step, that is router by Pabbly, with the help of which you can conditionally work this workflow that we have created according to the requirements that you have. For the action event over here, I'm going to select it as conditionally run. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. It is asking for the routes. Okay. So now in order to add conditions, we have to add multiple routes right here. In the case that I am creating this workflow, I only have 2 products, okay? But if you have like multiple products in your business and you have created multiple different segments in your Flodesk account, so you have to add number of routes according to the segments that you have created. So let's suppose you have 5 segments. So you have to add 5 routes right over here, okay? I only have these 2 segments right over here. So I'm going to set up 2 routes right here. So now let me tell you how you can set up a route, okay? For that, click on the set filter and action step. This is our route 1, and my route 1 is going to add the subscriber in the segment that is vitamin C buyers right here. Okay, so now we have to first set up a filter. What is a filter? So now as we have a condition that if a customer has purchased the vitamin C serum, then only they should be added in this segment right away, that is vitamin C buyers. So that is the filter that we are going to add right here. For the label, what I'm going to do is label, I'm going to select over here the list. This is the item list you can see right over here, in which we have received n number of items. Okay, if you have only purchased 1 item, then over here the value is going to be of 1 item. If you have purchased 5 items, you will receive the key over here with 5 items. Okay, now in this I have received this vitamin C item also, you can see right over here. This is the serum item. So I'm going to select the label over here, the data list right here. Filter type is going to be contains right here. If this label contains, over here as this for vitamin C serum, I'm going to write over here the value as Radiant plus vitamin C serum, okay? If this label will contain this value, that is Radiant plus vitamin C serum right over here, then only this route one is going to be further executed after this step. So if I'm going to click on the save and send test request button right over here, you can see the status comes over here as success and the condition comes over here as true, okay? So this means this label contains our serum value right over here. Now as it contains, as the status comes over here as success, I want to add the subscriber in this segment that I've created right over here for my vitamin C serum buyers, okay, in my Flodesk account. For that, I'm going to simply add an action step in this workflow, in which from action application, I'm going to select over here as Flodesk. An action event is going to be add existing subscriber to segment right here. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. This window is going to appear on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection. Then I'm going to click on the save button. It is asking for the subscriber's ID, for which I'm going to map the data of the email address right over here. This is the subscriber email address. And for the segment, I'm going to select this segment right over here, as this route is for the serum buyers, okay? So after filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. I have received a response in which I've received the segment ID, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open this segment and refresh this page from here of vitamin C serum buyers segment, and you can see right over here, a new subscriber is been added to this segment right here that I've created in the name of vitamin C serum buyers. Okay, you can see the subscriber has been added in this segment. Now this purchaser has also purchased our another product, that is the hydrating cream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the subscriber in this segment as well. Okay, for that I'm going to first close this step and I'm going to rename this first route that I've created from here, and the name of this route is going to be Radiant plus vitamin C serum. Okay, this is my first route. I'm going to update the name. Okay, now we have to set up our second route for this second segment, that is hydrating cream buyers. Okay, so instead of setting up the entire route over here step by step again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply clone my first route from here. So I'm going to clone this from here. After cloning, I'm going to firstly rename this route, that is going to be, so as I've renamed this route, firstly I'm going to delete this extra route from here. Now I'm going to set up this route. Okay, now for the filter, what I'm going to do is this value, the items over here that we have selected over here as label, should contain what? The hydrating cream product in it. This is the name, that is deep moist hydrating cream. Okay, so if the item contains this cream right over here, then only this second route should be executed. It says condition is true and the status is success. Okay, filter setup is done. So now what should happen is this subscriber should be added in our new segment. I'm going to first refresh the segment field. It should be added in our hydrating cream buyer segment right over here. So I'm going to click on the save and send test request button from here. I have received a response. I've received the segment ID, which is a positive response. So if I'm going to open this segment from here, you can see the subscriber has also been added in the same segment right here. Okay, you can see the segment, the subscriber has been added in this segment. Okay, so now we have successfully created the second route as well. Now what is going to happen? This is the entire workflow that we have created. Whenever a new order is going to be created by our customer on WooCommerce, whether it will be an order of one product or multiple other products, automatically first that customer is going to be created as subscriber in our Flodesk account. And according to the purchase of the product, let's suppose a customer has purchased a serum. So the customer will be added in this first segment, that is the serum segment right over here. Okay, this segment right over here. And if the customer has purchased the hydrating cream, they will be added in my second segment, that is the cream segment right over here. But if the purchase have bought both of the products, the serum and the cream, it will be added in both of our segments right here. Okay, so as the subscriber has been added over here in our segments automatically, this means that we have successfully created this amazing automation between WooCommerce and Flodesk with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask us queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button down there.